But I can tell you Donald Trump would like to cancel the election. He's a he's deathly afraid of this upcoming election. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to succeed in canceling the election. If he can, he will most likely try. I don't know what else he has to tell people
Yeah.
about that. And I don't want to I don't say that to panic people, but I don't, I
Well,
don't
I
know what
don't
else
say
to
it.
say. Organize, get out and vote, 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 vote.
That's what really has to happen. We have to have an overwhelming wave is what has to happen,
Yes.
because I can tell you he's going to do everything. And if you think that, what Bannon says, we're going to surround ICE around the polling places and, people may basically brave it and go through, but that is voter intimidation and that will have an impact. I mean, you
And
block,
they are going to do
yeah,
at least some of
at
that. I
least
mean, if you
that.
think it's not going to be zero,
If they get,
and hopefully it's not
if they
large
play the
scale and
same game they
nationwide.
played down in Fulton County, they after the state has counted the votes and they just decide to seize it. I mean, the point is,
Let
I
me
don't
ask you
think he
this.
can cancel it. I think it's going to be bad for him, but this
Yeah.
is going to go down in history. This
I
election,
think he may try. I don't know. And I think if he thought for a second that he could, that he absolutely would.
it,
But
yeah,
even so, I think they are rather inept, unserious people, almost to the person. But
yes,
they do have a plan, and
hmm
they have, which in sometimes is better than what the Democrats have, because they just don't seem to be able to have a plan because they don't have the right leadership in place.
do not have the right leadership in place. Yep.
Yeah, but it is nuts to see how these people are they're throwing it all. Like, I know that they know, except for maybe I don't know who is the craziest among them that does have this some some degree of self-awareness or in touch with sort of actual reality. But it's so performative, but it's so I mean, it's like it doesn't matter, if when you're doing your little Heil Hitler that you're thinking, "Ah, that Hitler guy, he's such a jerk." You're still doing Heil Hitler, like, and they know what's expected of them, and they're willing to do anything. I mean, they're willing to try, like we were talking about earlier. Like like so many of their indictments now are failing. They're failing to get returned out of grand juries, and that is, I'm not a lawyer, but every lawyer that I listen to and respect their opinion say like that almost never happens. Like, that's a very rare occurrence, and it just tells you how half-assed and just spurious, just completely illegitimate political hack attempts at prosecution. And yeah,
Yeah. There's a saying, a grand jury could indict a ham sandwich. I mean, I've done grand jury duty and I can tell
Ham
you,
Sandwich is laughing at the grand jury right now. Ham Sandwich
I
is
mean,
laughing.
in the grand jury, you only see evidence from the prosecution. You don't see any defense evidence, right?
Yeah, and totally different standard of
And
yeah,
you just need a quorum. You need a majority in the quorum. It could be 20
right,
people, it could be 30.
right. And it's just essentially a vague, like, well, it seems as though it's possible that this person committed this crime. It's not
And a
it's not beyond
prosecutor,
a reasonable doubt.
yeah,
Yeah.
a prosecutor will not commit
Well,
any of their effort, resources,
yeah,
etc.,
they
to
won't go before the grand jury unless
it will
they
never
they
go there unless they feel
yeah.
like they've got a good chance to take this past the grand jury to either settlement or trial. That is exactly. And the fact that they couldn't get the grand jury to indict, they must.
And this
I
is
mean,
like
it's all
becoming
him, though. It's all
th-
him. I mean, it's all him. He is pushing them. There's no way that any attorney, I mean, could be disbarred for this kind of behavior. They should be. I mean, I, I,
yeah.
I don't. It's all him pushing this thing. This is who he. This is what he wants, and these people are so in with him. And to your point, I do think they're very scared. I think that's why I think that anything will be tried here in the next months coming up, because we cannot lose. It's existential. We lose, we're going to prison, or there's going to be something. We're going to be devastated. We have to hold power. It's that bad.